afternoon YouTube friends, my name's Jackie. Welcome back to Gone Potty Gardening, and I have been pottering in the garden. This time of the year I love it. It's quite mild. We're lucky we've got a few days without rain, which is even a bonus. So what I've been doing is building an area for the raspberry canes. Yeah, I stuck them in pots over the winter, but now they need to go in the ground. And I've noticed they got some little buds on them. As I was saying, that some of them have got buds on, that one has. I could have cut them shorter than that really, but I'm just going to leave them that size. I'm sure they'll be alright. So this is the little area that I've made. I've left them poles in the middle a bit longer because I want to put something on them, a rain gauge, and on the other side something else. But yeah, so I've brought all the raspberry canes over to plant. We had a little trip to the garden centre as well and picked up a few things. Well, actually 3 fruit trees. I'll show you them. So this is one of the pear trees. Prunus, commonis and burr hardy. It's a self-pollinating tree, and that one's, I'll step back so you can see it. That one's a couple of years old. And these are the other 2. One is a damson tree and the other one is Victoria plum. So yeah, I'm excited to plant them. I've also got some of this dogwood, which I'll show you. I'll take you and show you what I'm going to do with that. This is the area behind where the hens are actually. They're so beautiful, some of the colours of these bantams. They all get on. There's 3 boys in there, but they seem to get on all right. I actually had to put a new little roof on there. It doesn't cover the whole lot, but keeps a lot of the damp out of the hens. Anyway, I'm standing behind the hen house. I'll turn around. So this bit's kind of like a little bit of a wooded area. It goes all the way down, and all those conifers need trimming at the bottom. But actually when you turn here, that goes onto the road, this bit. I'll turn you right round. So what I want to do is use that dogwood as a screen along there. Now I've been reading up a little bit about dogwood, and it says that its natural habitat is under the trees really, and it grows more if it is under the trees, but it can get to about 20 foot. So when you're just starting out and you're planting little plants like this, I've planted 5 already. This was one I did the other day. But I've planted 5 of them along here, and I've went and bought another 5 because there's that area. I'll show you. Over in the corner there, that's needs a couple there. So it's kind of like watch and see how they grow, whether I need more. I wouldn't have thought so, because they can grow to a height of like 20 foot, like I said, and the spread can be as much. Now there's quite a few trees overhanging here, branches I want to get down, and like I say, some coppice in and that, and get this cleared, this bit round the back here. I also picked up a couple of more blueberry bushes. I love them. We've got about 7 now, so that should be plenty. And also this little rockery shrub. I don't know what it's called. There's no label in it, typical. But that is something I want to make, a little rockery later on. We also got the potatoes in. These are the first early, Maris Bard. Now I've never grown them before, but apparently they're quite prolific. So that sounds good to me. First earlies. Didn't get any second earlies, just got main crop, and we've got the Maris Piper, and again I've never grown them before, so yeah, different potatoes this year. For me, I find this time of the year now my best time, my favourite time. I love pottering about outside, creating things. There's the donkeys. And yeah, just being creative in general. And now it seems all of a sudden I've got lots to do. 3 trees to plant, the raspberries to put in, the beds to clear. I've noticed the garlic are coming up, which is great. The potatoes to chip, and all that wood up the back there I've got to put through the chipper, some branches to clear, so there's plenty of jobs to be doing. But I actually love it, and I think it's really, really good for mental health to be outside, getting that fresh air, wrapping up. You soon get warm, you know, it's lovely. What I would love to do this year as well is make some frames for the sweet peas out of the branches that I've got. Now I've got a big pile of them stacked at the back there, so I'm going to make some of them out of the natural wood, which I think looks much nicer than canes. Really, canes are alright, there's nothing wrong with canes, but I actually think they look lovely if they're done in wood, you know. So yeah, that's another plan for me. Yeah, there's lots to do. When I've planted those raspberries, what I want to do, because that's a very big bed actually, that's 4 foot by 14 foot, so it is a big bed, but there's not as much soil in it as I would have liked, but I did, you know, filled it with animal manure, straw, hay, any scraps, anything I could find, old logs and stuff like that, but it still needs to be that little bit higher. But I can gradually do that. I can gradually add, you know, stuff to it from the kitchen and then bury it and stuff like that. So that'll soon get high. But yeah, what I want to do around the edge of there is put all these trays of onions that I've got. I want to put them all around the edge, because at the moment, because they're not established, those raspberries, there's going to be plenty of room to grow the onions around the edge. So yeah, so I've got a lot to plant, and I want to get that done. If you get one job done a day, you feel that you've achieved something good. The other things I want to get started with soon are, well actually now really, are some peppers. Now Helen ordered me some peppers. They're coming from France, which I'm looking forward to getting them. They're not coming till about the first week in February, no, second week, so they might be a bit late. It might be that I might have to bring them in, you know, towards the end of the season if it's a bit cooler. But yeah, now is the right time to plant your peppers and stuff like that. And I'll also probably start my tomato plants indoors, and I'll put them in the back room, which if we get any winter sun comes through. And also we've got the radiator there, and that'll encourage them. If I was to put them under a heat tray, which I sometimes do, they grow too leggy, too skinny and tall, which is all right because you can plant them deeper, but I want them to be a good sturdy plant, so you know that room does get cool when nobody's in it, so you know I'm sure they germinate fine there. So that'll be another thing that I'll be doing. And this year I'll be planting Roma. I probably can't remember the others, but anyway, I'll tell you in another video. The Roma and the San Lorenzo too are the big ones that we love planting to use for sauces, the cooking, you know. And the other two types were what was it? I just can't remember. I'm useless. Was it marmalade? No, not marmalade. Anyway, I don't know. I can't remember. But yeah, so they're them to get ready as well. And just go through your seeds and see, you know, what you want to plant this year. And yeah, there's a lot of things to be getting ready before, you know, you start. It's amazing how the time flies, really. You think you've got loads of time, and then before you know it, it's on top of you, the growing season. I've also, as you know, I've planted some sweet peas up there. Excuse me. And they should be okay up there. Some lupin, I've soaked them in water overnight, and they chitted in the morning. It was amazing. I was quite chuffed with that. But anyway, yeah, so I love to have loads of lupins just all over the place. I've got some more bulbs to put in. I'll show you them next time. And yeah, loads to do. So there you go. So enjoy your gardens, everyone, and I'll catch you in the next video. You take care, everyone. See ya. Bye. Why not come and join me on Facebook or Instagram? The link is in the description.